The 100 Black Men of Syracuse, New York, one of 110 national and 2 international chapters of the 100 Black Men of America, aptly known as the 100. The members, administrators, and volunteers of the 100 are committed to the public service and support of our young men and women in the Central New York community through various programmatic initiatives. Core programs that support the 100's mission are its economic empowerment, health and wellness, Step 1 mentoring, and a suite of educational programs.
They gave me no structure in my life that I did not have living with my mom. As I've gone on from the 5th grade to the 12th grade, I've gained a relationship with the 100 Black Men. As like, it's a whole bunch of different fathers or older brothers or like uncles that just came to me and like made me like one of them.
Our next group is also taking steps to create a similar pathway to success. Joining us now from WCNY in Syracuse, New York, to tell us more is Susan Kennedy and her guest from the organization 100 Black Men of Syracuse.
And Anthony, I wanted to start with you because really, you weren't always such a great focused student. Tell us about the Anthony before.
Well, I was the type of kids that got sent home, sent out of class, parents called, they just couldn't connect with me. I didn't like school. I just didn't want to be there. I didn't see a point of school.
Right, you didn't see the focus. And homework, were you doing your homework?
I mean, I did it when I felt like doing it, basically.
Yeah. And then something changed, Vincent. You met him. What were your impressions of Anthony when you first met him?
Well, Anthony wasn't unlike many of the young men that have come to our organization, and we saw Anthony with a lot of potential, as we see all the young people that we work with. And so we begin the process of just instilling in them some basic life skills, just talking to them to help change their thinking about education and about the potential for their life. And that's what our program really focuses on in the work we do with the young people.
What type of programs were you in, Anthony, and that, Vincent, you can tell us too, chime in on, that really turned you around?
Oh, the mentoring program that the 100 Black Men has, bringing in all the different careers, like people that have like come in with doctor that work in a hospital or a lawyer or something like that. Like, I didn't want to get in trouble. I wanted to be like that doctor or that lawyer or that engineer. And I was just questioning myself one day. I was like, how can I do that? How can I get to where that person is? And then like the people they brought in, like they were kind of like me. Like they weren't perfect students back then. Like I was like, I still have a chance. So all I have to do is stop doing what I was doing then and change. That's it. It was
and that's the structure of our program. What our whole focus was is to expose our young people to different people, different possibilities that are out there for them that they may not have thought about at first. And so our organization consists of men from all walks of life. We have some men who are retired, some who are professionals, some who are business owners. And we just get the young men together in a group. We use a group mentoring model. And we'll have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 of our men who will come in and we hold what we call a mentoring session with the young men. Give them an opportunity to talk with us. We don't just come in and talk to them.
Any other questions? Anybody? Yes, sir. State your name. Where you from?
My name is Ahmad Williams from Syracuse.
Okay. What's up, Ahmad?
I wonder how many times a day
NBA players? It depends on. They used to bring the players through like I have an office that I actually go to every day. But when I work the games, I obviously have to go out on the road and go to the arenas. So obviously when I'm at the arena, I see the players all the time. But sometimes they come, like if they were visiting, like our offices are in New Jersey, in Secaucus. So when teams used to come in and see play the Nets when they were in New Jersey, the players used to come through the office a lot. But now that the Nets are in Brooklyn and the Knicks are still at the Garden, they come through sporadically, but sometimes the players come by the office just to say hi. We don't call them players, we call them our coworkers actually. So we'll say, hey, our coworkers are here, and you know they'll come through sometimes. I think not too long ago, Bruce Bowen came by and Robert Ory. But you know, I see the guys all the time when I'm on the. Oh, they don't know those older guys? Well, you guys know. I'm telling y'all.
Robert will make the shot if you give him the
I'm telling you guys. So yeah. So we see him sometime.
What's your name, young lady? Mm-hmm. Teresa? Marisa. Marisa, I'm going to ask you this question. I think you know it. So since it wasn't efficient to do this, and suddenly we had baubles and jewelry, we're going forward a little bit, why was money more efficient? That's all it is. Money was easier to carry around. It was a tool that said, for this value, where's my artist? What was your name? Okay, I'm going to start because you answered a couple of questions for me, so I'm going to get the artist here. Come on up. Shakur, come here. Okay. And you're going to draw on the other side in a second, okay? So I want you to draw me some grapes and a cow, okay? Yeah. Give me some grapes. Give me the best thing you can. Give me grapes and some cows. So for this thing of value, over here, okay? For this thing of value, I'm going to now trade in for this paper money because I can carry it with me. So it was actually a tool that was used to get the things that you want. Okay? So on the first part, oh, that's a good cow. Put some ears on it. Okay. Okay. That's close. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Why don't you come help me finish?
The 100th Academic Enrichment Program, Saturday Academy, is for 5th through 8th grade boys and girls, is beginning its second session in January 2016, and we're currently accepting enrollment applications. Just go to our website under Programs and click on Saturday Academy and download the application.
New program in Syracuse is transforming the lives of city students. It's called the Saturday Academy, and if organizers have their way, the once-a-week program could soon be a charter school. News Channel 9's Daryl Kirkland Morgan shows us how mentors are making a difference in the classroom and beyond.
I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it, but I made it.
Facing 15 bright young faces, Vincent Love greets students every weekend with a new challenge.
What does inspire me? Somebody tell me.
Today it's about inspiring others, something he and the other members of the 100 Black Men of Syracuse aim to do each week.
Essentially, our mission is to improve the quality of life within our community.
The local group launched the Saturday Academy this year in hopes of filling a void for city students. Thanks to fundraiser money and a Central New York Community Foundation grant, parents don't have to pay a dime.
What we wanted to do was talk to students about enrichment and embed culture into the program and let them see real-life role models that looked like them. And so that was the primary.
I want you to know how much time you have because I want a good finished product.
Educators focus on hands-on activities centered around language arts, science, and math. This Saturday, the 4th through 8th graders have to write a poem or a rap about what makes them great. It's a lesson about self-worth, just as much as it's about writing skills.
You always hear about the bad when it comes to our young people, but we know that our young people, we have geniuses, we have doctors, we have engineers, we have attorneys, and we just want to inspire them to tap into that inner potential that they have.
Especially to do something creative.
11-year-old Azariah Rivers is just one of the many success stories. She's seen her ELA and math grades jump nearly 10% since she started.
It's fun. They help you with different classes, ELA and math, and that kind of stuff, and I'll be really smarter than any other kid in class.
What's your name?
Members hope to eventually open a charter school based on the same principles and teaching methods they use now.
It may be years down the line, but I think it's something that is possible for us to do here in Syracuse. I think it'll be a benefit not only to our young people, but to the community as a whole.
A community-centered approach to getting kids ahead, one student and one lesson at a time. In Syracuse, Daryl Kirkland Morgan, News Channel 9.
Organizers want to continue the program for the 2015-2016 school year. Leaders expect it will cost around $40,000.
The 100 Black Men of Syracuse Incorporated would like to thank you for attending tonight's very special event. The 100 continues to move forward doing the much-needed work in the community to deliver public service, outreach, programmatic support, and mentorship through a lifetime. In keeping with the 100's brand, as it touches the lives of young people throughout our community, it is a commitment of the 100 to serve and support as we ask you to reflect on our young children who are the focus of tonight's program. What they see is what they'll be.